skipped over this one because I just want to get that one out of the way.
Yeah, for sure.
I figured we'll talk about this one because we both watched it. But Stranger Things season 3, I binged that shit in 2 days.
I did too.
Yeah, dude.
I did the first five episodes. I started at 9 p.m. because Jordan went to bed. Started at 9 p.m. Was done around 2 a.m. ish.
Yeah.
And I could have kept watching. I was like, but I have to go to bed because I know she's gonna be up at like 7. So
it came out
4th of July.
4th of July. I couldn't remember if it was the day before or the day of. I think like it took me like the whole morning to realize that it had come out. And then once I did, I was like, torrent site, download.
Yep.
And then I was just, it was taking so long to download, I was like, fuck it, got a free trial on Netflix. And watched that shit and just used the torrents for my mom. And I'll cut that out. I won't. Yeah, so I binged the whole fucking thing in 2 days. From that afternoon till like that night. I think I watched the final episode the following morning of the third day.
Right.
So, because I feel like I didn't want to fall asleep during the last
episode, which I thought my thoughts on this season were way better than last season, not as good as the first season.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think to me, best season yet.
Yeah.
I think it's
a lot
better
of people
than the
have
first
been
season.
saying that though.
I think first season is better than the second season for sure, but I think this is on tier with the first season, if not better.
Yeah, I can see that.
And if it is neck and neck with the first season, my favorite is season 3. It was so much. The acting was great. That dude that played Billy's killed
awesome.
it.
Yeah, he's
I
awesome.
hated that fucking guy in the second season.
Oh yeah, it was his whole job. Yeah.
Second season, I hated him, felt for him, loved his acting, and then fucking like was legitimately like fuck that this guy got fucked in the end. Like I felt for him in the end. By the end, like that dude killed it. Whatever his fucking name is. I think
he's gonna get super popular because he's a good looking dude, and 2, he can act.
Yeah.
He can fucking act.
He made me go from fucking despising that motherfucker by that season to like being like, that's one of my favorite characters of this show.
Yep.
But yeah, dude, it was good. This season looked great. That dude was good. Like some of the shots were just beautiful. Like there's a shot where they're like shooting down a street with all the fucking like woods around them, and you see the big fucking monster with all the arms. I can't remember what they call it.
It's like Jurassic Park. It's the I know.
At the end of the road, like stopping from going after him and then like starting to go back and shit. It looked so fucking good and real. Like if that was a still shot, I would have it like blown up and framed and put up. Like that looked awesome.
It was sweet. Yeah.
The mall was so cool.
The mall was cool. That was a cool aspect of it. They had to do something.
I bet you most of the budget went into that mall, dude.
Yeah.
They had to have spent a shit ton of money and did a shit ton of work to make that mall look like a 1980s mall.
Yeah.
Because most malls today, dude, are, in order to stay alive, have to be pretty fucking modern and cool. So that mall looked awesome.
Or it might have been like an old, abandoned mall that they just threw a couple $1 million into to make it look like it's.
That would have been. See, to me, that'd be a really dumb route to go. I would just
make the set.
I think they used an actual mall. I would have just gone with what they had and just made it look vintage.
80s, yeah.
That would have been cheaper, I think. But there was, all I'm saying is, long story short, there were so many things about this season that just made it so awesome for me. That makes it top season.
I thought it was a little corny, but it's awesome at the same time. The song that Dustin sings.
At the end, Dustin and his girlfriend, that never-ending story.
Yeah.
I thought it was cheesy as fuck, but it was supposed to be cheesy as fuck, and that's what I loved about it. And I love the abrupt ending. Like, if they wouldn't have had that abrupt ending, it would have just been cheesy as fuck, I think. But it was a payoff for something that you knew it was coming, but you didn't see that coming.
You didn't see that one coming, no.
Because you knew she was going to pop up and be real in the end.
Yeah.
But
she was going to help out in some way. They didn't, use 10 minutes of the time to build 10 minutes of the show to build that tower and it have no effect on the show at all.
Yep.
I liked it. I loved the first, I don't know why, but the first season, it was exactly what I needed at that time. I saw it the first or second day it actually premiered before it even got popular.
Yeah.
So I think the first season is one of my favorite things ever. You know.
My main problem with the first season when I watched it is, and this was probably something they were going for, and maybe a lot of people complained about this. I don't know, and that's why it wasn't so much like that in the second and third season. But in the first season, that common trope of people in horror movies or sci-fi movies just making really stupid choices happened a lot, especially between Nancy and the older brother. They did a bunch of stupid shit in the first season. Yeah. Like crawling into that tree in the beginning and going into... Like, why the fuck would you do that? Why would you even think about crawling into that fucking oozy tree vagina and going into this world that you know fucking... Like, I know you're looking for Barb, but you didn't get Barb in anyway.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There was just a lot of stupid things that were done. That's the only complaint I really had about the first. And some of the special effects weren't that great.
They were really bad because the budget wasn't there.
Yeah, but season
once
2,
you actually saw the monster, you're like, ooh.
Season 2, it looked great. For me, it wasn't as interesting.
Yeah.
Season 3, I think they knew they needed to do something different. So they pretty much split them up. They had the girlfriend thing going over here, and I love the fucking dynamic between I can't remember his name, but the dude with the great hair that used to be with Nancy and he works at Chips Ahoy. Steve.
Steve and his new girlfriend.
That's not his girlfriend. Wow. She ended up being gay. But I like her too. That's Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman's daughter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Maya Hawke. But and I think she's cute as hell.
She ended up being gay? I thought she was confessing her love to him.
No, he basically said that he wanted... She did say that, but she misled him. She said, I wasn't obsessed with you. I was obsessed with the girl who was obsessed with you.
I didn't know. I did not catch that part.
Yeah, they were having that... Because he basically was like, I think the girl that's right for me is basic. He said, you. He didn't say this, but he basically was saying, I think you're the girl that's right for me. Because what's his nuts? The kid with no teeth. I don't know. Dustin. I cannot remember their names right now for some reason. But I was like, dude, she's awesome. Get with her. And I was like, I've been thinking that this whole time. Right. She's the one I'd be getting with. She's way cool.
That's why I don't know how I missed that. I mean, I did binge watch 9 hours of Stranger Things, and within like a fucking... It wasn't even 2 days. It was in less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
I went to bed, woke up, started watching.
Yeah, it's probably easy to overlook things, especially near because this was towards the end. This was like the second to last or last episode that this happened. But yeah, when he is like, I think you're the right girl for me, basically. She's like, look, I think you took what I said earlier the wrong way. And they obviously wrote it that way so that you would think that she was into him. But I just love that dynamic between him and Dustin. That's just awesome. They're like great friends, and she's giving him shit the whole time. But then turns out she actually likes it and ends up being part of the gang and shit. I just thought that was great. And splitting them up and going their own separate ways only for them to come together in the end, I thought that was genius.
Which is such a like cliche movie move to do.
Yeah.
But it was awesome how they did it.
And I love how like every season almost has like they have different genres, I think. Like this one definitely had Terminator in it.
Yeah.
That they had like Terminator meets Rocky. He was like a Russian dude that was like the Terminator.
Yeah, he was unstoppable.
Yeah, and he looked like him. He had a fucking
crew
cut
out
and
of
shit.
Hopper.
Yeah, which Hopper? People are complaining about Hopper, but Hopper was pissed the entire fucking season, and I loved it.
Yeah,
he was angry
he's
about
my favorite
everything.
character.
Yeah, Hopper's amazing.
And then that fucking... I mean, I'm not going to give too much away, but there's a speech at the end. I was like... Oh my God! I think I might tear up a little bit.
Who gave the speech?
It was Hopper. It was his note to 11.
Dude, no, that
like,
for sure. That tugged on some heartstrings, no doubt.
I was like, I could totally see myself writing a note like this to Jordan. Like I was just crazy. Like when you can put yourself in somebody's shoes, like that's when I think people get most attached to a character is when they see themselves in that character.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I definitely see myself with Hopper just angry at everything, and
especially this season. He's just pissed at everyone. There's all that sexual tension. They should have just banged, and he probably would have been a lot more chill.
Yeah, he'd been all right. I like how he shows up looking like he's in Miami Vice.
He's in the new Black Widow movie.
He also did another Netflix show that looks fucking weird. It looks cool though.
I don't know what
like his dad. Look it up right now. I think my phone's about to die.
I don't have it on my phone. I'd have to look it up on the computer.
Let
Which might fuck up the audio, actually. Oh shit. I wonder when that happened.
What happened? Oh.
If I wonder if that's been like that whole time and I never noticed. But
let's see. I think that this looks more like up your alley than it does me.
Really?
Yeah. What the hell's his name?
Is it like a sci-fi show?
It looks.
I might have heard of it.
All right. Let me see here. David Harbour is his name?
Yep.
Okay. Man, it's so hard to. Sorry for the pause.
No, it's all good.
I'm very interested. I kind of want to watch it, but I think you'd be more into it. My phone's shutting down. Fuck it.
Well, I guess people look up David Harbour and try to figure it out.
Yeah, well, it's a Netflix original. I think it's like from the previews, what I got from it was his dad wrote a bunch of plays, and now he's like acting in these plays as like his dad's dying wish or something like that.
That sounds familiar.
And,
it sounds really familiar.
It looks like it's kind of weird and just like I think he like sees these plays as like this great vision, and everybody else is like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Wow. All right, no, I'll check it out.
Yeah,
whatever.
I'll send you the name of it when I get home.
But yeah, season 3, top notch.
Yeah,
Can't.
Yeah,
my favorite season.
I give it an 8.5 out of 10. The first season a 9.5 out of 10, and the second season would probably be a 7. I didn't really care for the second season too much.
I'll agree with that, but switch
Flip flop to
1 and 3.
or 1 and 3.